गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट एंड फॉलोअर्स ऑफ द चैनल। सर्वप्रथम यह चैनल देखने वाले सभी दर्शकों का स्वागत और धन्यवाद। इस चैनल द्वारा हम नए नए टॉपिक को लेकर हो सके उतनी गहराई में जाकर डिस्कशन कर रहे हैं। आप सभी से यह अनुरोध है कि सभी लेक्चर के वीडियो को पूरा देखें ताकि टॉपिक के सभी मुद्दों को आप अच्छी तरह से समझ सकें। हम आपसे यह भी अनुरोध करते हैं कि इसके पहले सभी लेक्चर वीडियो देखने के लिए और आने वाले नए वीडियो आपके पास पहुंचने के लिए इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। नाउ today's topic of the life sciences is the lipid draft and the glycocalyx. It is the one of the most important point belonging to the molecular cell biology. Number of students are unknown about the lipid draft and the glycocalyx, but it is the very simple. Which it is lipid drafts and glycocalyx both are related to the plasma membrane. Now we are going to discuss in brief about this point. How the lipid draft are formed in the plasma membrane. We know that the plasma membrane contains the both lipid as well as the protein, and with that lipid the glycolipids is the another component that we have seen in the last lecture. It is the another component of the plasma membrane. In the plasma membrane, again one important component we have seen that it is the cholesterol. Therefore in the plasma membrane we found the lipid, cholesterol and the glycolipids. Now all these three components are responsible for the formation of lipid draft. First of all, the sphingomyelin, which is the major lipid, phospholipid. This sphingomyelin and the glycolipid form the sphingolipid, commonly called as the sphingolipid. And this sphingolipid with cholesterol then make the separate membrane domain. It make the separate membrane domain. It is known as the lipid draft. Therefore this lipid draft, it is not a very hard term. It is only the combination of the several components in the plasma membrane. Therefore here the lipid draft, it is made up of the cluster of cholesterol, sphingomyelin and glycolipid. These are three components of the plasma membrane make the lipid raft there, and it is the separate membrane domain. Now these lipid raft then perform the various function, and to perform this function it has the particular role. This separate domain now move laterally within the plasma membrane. It perform the movement, and which movement? Lateral movement in the plasma membrane. Therefore it could make the particular function there. And also with this movement, these separate domain known as the lipid raft remain associated with the membrane protein. With specific membrane protein, these lipid raft remain associated. There are the two features. One, it perform the movement in the plasma membrane here and there, and also remain associated with the membrane protein. Now by this movement, by this association, they perform the different function. There is its a function remain to be fully understood up till, but there are the some function of the lipid raft One is the cell movement. During the movement of the cell, repeat lipid raft has the main role because itself the lipid raft move in the plasma membrane, and these movement also helpful for the cell movement also. Second one is the uptake of the extracellular molecules. During the process of endocytosis, cell engulf the extracellular molecules. That molecule are present outside the cell, and the process of engulfing this molecule, it is known as the endocytosis. During this process, lipid raft has the main role. And third one is the cell signaling, because the from the external environment cell receives the signal, and for receiving this signal it requires the important component in plasma membrane. Here the lipid raft, it is essential to the receiving the cell signal from external environment, and when by receiving this uh, external stimuli or external signal, they convey the message toward the cytoplasm or toward the nucleus. Therefore, once again, lipid raft, it is made up from of the cholesterol, sphingomyelin, and the glycolipid. This sphingomyelin and glycolipid commonly called as the sphingolipid, and these lipid raft move in the plasma membrane laterally and remain associated with the protein, and by this movement or an association they has these three functions. Now second one is the glycocalyx. It is also the another term not commonly studied in the general syllabus, but it is again the very simple term, glycocalyx. We know that glyco refer for the carbohydrate, and calyx means the coat. In the botany, there are the part of the flowers: calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium. These calyx cover the internal part of the flowers, means the calyx act as the coat there. Here also the calyx means the coat, and which coat? Made up of the carbohydrate. Therefore simply the glycocalyx means the coat of the carbohydrate. Now we know that the lipid plasma membrane contain the glycolipid as well as the glycoprotein, and both has the carbohydrate. Lipid with the carbohydrate known as glycolipid, and protein with the carbohydrate known as the glycoprotein, and both of these components are present on the external face of the plasma membrane. Now the net result of this glycosylation is the formation of carbohydrate coat on the extracellular face of the plasma membrane. And again here these carbohydrate is the oligosaccharides. Therefore we can consider the structure of cell. Cell is covered by the plasma membrane, and outer face of the plasma membrane, it is again covered by the carbohydrate coat there. Now what is the role of this glycocalyx? Due to the coat of this glycocalyx, they give the protection to the cell. Again in the botany, the calyx cover the corolla, androecium, gynoecium, means protect the internal part. Here also these glycocalyx has the role to protect the cell surface, and therefore this calyx term, it is the very meaningful here, that is it perform the function of the protection. And second one, it is act as the marker for the cell cell interaction. The interaction between nearby two cell, this require the marker, and this marker then gives the particular identification of for cell, and due to the glycocalyx the it act as the marker for cell. Here one example is that the addition of the white blood cell to the endothelial cell. White blood cell leukocyte, and they moves through the circulatory system within the blood. But when the white blood cell are required to reach where the injury has happened, at this position, to perform the various function, leukocyte should be reached there, and therefore they should leave the circulatory system. And at this time, the leukocyte has the glycocalyx, and due to this glycocalyx, they get adhere with the endothelial cell. Endothelial cell, that are the cells of the circulatory veins, circulatory artery, and after attaching to this endothelial cell with the help of glycocalyx, they get passed through circulatory system by leaving it, and then gives the inflammatory response where the injuries happen or at the injured tissue. Therefore, this is the second part of plasma membrane. It is the glycocalyx. One is the lipid, another one is the glycocalyx. From the number of last lectures, we give the summary as plasma membrane contain the lipid. Lipid are of the four types known as the major lipids, sphingomyelin, then the phosphatidylcholine, phosphatidylinoacetal, phosphatidylserine, and phosphatidylethanolamine. Of them, the phosphatidylinoacetal, it is the minor one. Then another portion of the plasma membrane, it is the glycolipid and cholesterol. Then we have seen in next lecture the protein. Protein again are of the two types, peripheral and integral protein. And today's lecture that we have discussed on the lipid raft and the glycocalyx. To listen again in brief the plasma membrane, please watch the last lecture, and for that purpose I again request to all the students and followers of this video to subscribe the channel. Due to this, you can watch the old as well as new videos there. Thank you very much. Thank you.